And I'm Sam. We're here to start off your day by bringing you the latest in Belzer news.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Today is Monday, February 13th. Today is World Radio Day. Remember to fill out your reading logs.
Today's Black History fact is that African Americans are responsible for the invention of 3D graphics, blood banks, gas masks, potato chips, and super soaker water guns.
What's for lunch today?
Our lunch for today will be rice bowl, pizza dippers, popcorn chicken salad, and turkey and cheese sandwich.
The sides will be Oriental blended vegetables, seasoned cubed potatoes.
President Donald J. Trump's ban of immigration was rejected to be reinstated by the U.S. federal court. Trump posted an angry tweet saying that our national security would be at risk. In the 3-0 unanimous ruling Thursday, the appeals court said the government has not proved that the terror threat is enough proof to raise the ban again.
Cassie DePickle is the first woman to travel to every single country in the world. CNN has her story.
Major goal of mine to inspire young women around the world to travel, to step outside their comfort zones and do something that only men have done and kind of push the boundaries in that way. My name is Cassie DePickle, and I'm the first woman to travel to every sovereign nation of the world, as well as the fastest person to do so. When I initially started planning this expedition, I didn't know how I was going to get funding. I knew it was going to be expensive. I budgeted out $198,000, and I'm like, okay, what is a sponsor? How do I get a sponsor?
Gate 1, that's the gate 2, that's the gate 3, and there's another gate.
That means it's safe.
I didn't feel like I was endangered in any way, shape, or form. I think you think of walking into a place like Afghanistan and automatically like being shot or something, and it's not the case at all.
It's a city unlike any city I've been to.
I was a little bit hesitant towards going out and exploring the streets of Kabul. It was my first kind of war-torn nation that I'd really been to alone. There was this one man that I came up to. I decided to ask him, say, hi, my name's Cassie, and he kind of shook his jacket over his hand and had me shake his jacket, and that's traditional in Muslim culture with men and women. It's really important for me to respect their culture, especially traveling alone as a woman.
All right, just got through border control.
The first time I put the hijab on, I was not sure what I was doing. I pretty much just wrapped it around my head, and it was like a scarf. It didn't look like it was supposed to, and I think people were kind of looking at me like, oh, I don't know if she knows how to put a hijab on. I was in Bahrain. She put the scarf on. I asked her if she could kind of do it properly. North Korea, I was a little bit nervous. I had my most intense handshake there with a soldier. He literally squeezed my hand and told me we're gonna you, America. There's nothing that I can do about it. I'm just here trying to promote the peacefulness between the people. The visas were definitely the biggest challenge. The visa for Syria was really difficult to get. It took 5.5 months. There's been cases where I'll post on my Facebook and I'm like, hi, I need help getting into Libya, or I need help getting into Syria. Latakia was nice. It's on the coast. It's fairly safe. People are walking around. I felt totally fine, totally safe there. I think they think it's really strange for a girl traveling alone, American girl, to go to Syria alone. I technically haven't experienced too many challenges as a woman traveling alone.
Right now I'm walking alone.
I think a lot of women in many countries, including in America, feel that they can't travel alone to many places because of fear of being kidnapped or raped. And those are all legitimate fears. I practice Krav Maga just to be a little bit on the safe side. And I get so many messages from young women around the world saying that I've inspired them. And to me, that's feels so good to know that I can help young women around the world.
In last night's Grammys, Adele was the biggest winner, receiving 5 awards. Other winners include Chance the Rapper,
21 Pilots,
Chainsmokers,
David Bowie,
Beyonce,
and Drake. Now to my main man, Mr. Oreo, with our Belzer Sports Update. Take it away, my dude.
The weather for today is a high of 44 and a low of 30. Over the weekend, wrestling had an invitation against 5 teams at Chapel Hill. They placed third. Today's sports birthday is Coach K from Duke University. And now, Shaquille O'Neal's son, Sharif O'Neal, is stunning scouts with his dunking abilities. Here's Bleacher Report with more on the story.
Thanks, Mr. Oreo.
Have you been collecting those plastic container lids to help the Project Lead the Way classes? Please bring in your red, brown, and green bottle caps to Miss Miller in B Hall. You can exchange the caps for candy.
Our celebrity birthday is Jerry Springer, who turns 73. He was the mayor of Cincinnati, Ohio, before becoming the host of The Jerry Springer Show. Springer was also the host of America's Got Talent.
On this day in history, in 1633, astronomer Galileo arrived in Rome to go on trial for heresy because he promoted the belief that Earth revolves around the sun, which contradicted the belief of the Catholic Church at the time. Last week's Who Am I trivia contest answers were W.E.B. Du Bois, Gabby Douglas, Shirley Cheersum, Frederick Douglass, and J. Cole. Our winners was Miss Benson Eater, Mr. Mickens, and Micaiah Johnson.
Remember to listen in each day this week for your clues and write them down on the forms provided in the cafeteria or your own paper. Submit them on Friday in the box at lunch.
Here's today's Who Am I challenge.
They call me the Galveston Giant.
In 1908, I was the first African-American world heavyweight champion.
I competed in the Fight of the Century, which took place in 1910, where I defeated James Jeffries and earned $65,000, which would equal $1.7 million in 2017.
Who am I?
Our quote of the day is from Mae Jemison, who once said, "It's your life. Go on and do all you can do with it, and make it the life that you want to live."
Now to Mr. Harsha with the rest of your morning announcements. Have a great day, Bruce.
Morning, Bruins, and happy Monday. I am very excited to be here this morning to start off on a positive note. We have been, as hopefully all of you know by now, working hard in this building to sort of shift our mindset to the positive behaviors and really recognizing students who are meeting our expectations or exceeding our expectations, particularly around our Core 4 behaviors. So we've done a lot of things with our Core 4 store at the end of last month. We did our first after-school, school-wide game night, and now we're sort of taking this to another level, and I want to make sure that I explain what's going on. We are going to draw today what we are going to call our Core 4 Class of the Day. And students and teachers, I want to make sure you understand a little bit about this. We have asked teachers to nominate a class period of theirs that they are really impressed with. Students who come to class prepared, ready to learn, work hard, collaborate well together, are respectful of one another, all the things that you would expect and hope for in a class. And I am so proud of the number of teachers that sent in nominations. You can see here in Miss Neal's bucket that you'll see here in a second, we've got all sorts of entries. So teachers, I want to thank you for taking the time to recognize your class periods of distinction, ones that are really doing a great job. And students in those class periods, I want to make sure you understand how much we appreciate what you're doing too. There is so much good going on in this building right now, and we want to make sure we sort of bring that to the forefront. So I am going to ask Ms. Neal to dig in our bucket, and we are going to announce our first Core 4 class period of the day. And today's winner is period 3 for Mrs. Meyercheck. She says, "My third period is awesome. They exhibit the Core 4 expectations by working hard. They have worked hard, this unit in particular, and have been turning in quality work. So today, a big shout out to Mrs. Myerchek's third period class. We are very proud of all the hard work and grit that you are showing, and we want to make sure that we recognize you. Mrs. Neal, would you explain to that third period class what this means for them?
Yes, congratulations. I understand you're the lunar group. I don't know what that means, but I think you might know what that means. Today during lunch, you will have the opportunity to get a prize, and Ms. Myerchek, we will deliver yours to you as well. So you will get your choice of something, of course, to eat. Everybody likes something to eat. So during your lunchtime, we will give you the opportunity to come over and pick out your prize from Student Services. Congratulations, and we'll be pulling more.
Great. And Mrs. Neal, thank you again for organizing this. Again, thank you, teachers, for all your nominations. We will continue to have these drawings periodically to recognize these class periods who are really doing a phenomenal job. So, happy Monday to everybody. Let's make it a great day here at Belzer.